Okay, just realized interesting. Sometimes you get it. Uh, I'm just so I was talking earlier, thinking that my camera was on, and when you're in this program, you become more. Um, you lose a little bit of like you just don't pay attention as you become more distracted. So I guess I'm gonna stop. I was talking for a good 10 minutes, and no, it wasn't filming. So I just want to make my testimonies as much as I can to put things in perspective. They're trying to make me lose who I am and make me subscribe to their narrative, their their perceptions, and the things they manipulate me to experience. They've been making me uh, eh, feel weird stimulation toward kids of all ages, right? From the babies to the teenage kids, to giving me these stimulations, right? And they try to say, no, it's you, it's you naturally, it's you. And then bring up in 2014, I followed this person on Snapchat. I followed her thinking she was a college student. I'm 20 something, 27 years old. And I talked about it before. And she was finishing high school actually, but she looked like she was in college. I didn't know. To me, I was like, oh, this is a college student because the way she looked much older than what she was. She was 17, and she looked like she was maybe like 22 or something like that, looking older, looking like But that's why some people look older than their age. And me being a 27-year-old looking at her, it was like, okay, that's definitely somebody in college, right? Um, and so you and so looking at her, you wouldn't know that she was a high school student. You would think that she's an adult because she looked older than her age. There's people like that, people who look older but they're not. They're kids, but they look like adults. And it's one of them. And I took, even now, if you look at her, it's like now she even look more of a kid than before. Now that she's in the 20s, mid 20s. So when these people are trying to make you accept these pedophilia things, they're like, oh, but remember that moment you follow this person who was not an adult yet on Snapchat. Mind you, I never even interacted with her, but I just followed her and on Snapchat. So I follow her stories, going through. Matter of fact, she has some of the most interesting stories. She traveled the world. She go to places. Best stories, perhaps, to follow. Definitely, like somebody who lives life where she travel, and thanks to her story, I saw a lot of the world that I've never seen. They try to do things to me, but and very interesting life. But never interacted with this person. Never had any like nothing with her, and I don't mean like nothing. Um, but I followed her story, and they're trying to make me believe that I knew all along that she was a high schooler. I had no idea. Matter of fact, I remember the day I found out. I was I was surprised. I was like, I couldn't believe it, because she looks so much older. But they try to bring up a story. Remember that story when she went to see? There's a story where she was going to some place and going to see if she was on the honor roll list. To me, honor roll. I'm thinking honor rolls is something that's when you're doing well, you get on this list, and it's only like it's no it's college. College have honor rolls too. Like to me, it's like, okay, well, that's the honor roll, but actually honor roll is usually specific to high school, even though colleges have honor rolls too. Apparently, like some colleges have, but dean list is what they usually call it. But they also have honor rolls, in high school is only honor rolls, right? So, but I didn't know that. I thought everything honor roll is honor roll, like you're honor roll if you're doing well as a college student. I didn't know that, and they're like, you see, that you should have known. That it's like, because I don't know what the honor rolls, and they're like, like to me it's like, okay, I guess that's like being in the list of good performing students. I don't understand the I don't know that there's differences, right? But they try to be like, you see this, those proof, so I'm like, I literally Google honor roll in college honor roll and to see the difference. I didn't know, of course, and they know that, but they're trying to paint me as something I'm not. So now the information I have now in regard of that she was in high school and then whatever, they try to put in a memory when I follow her at the time, to make it seem like all along you knew she was at high school, but you still follow her now. I have no idea. I thought she was in college. And on top of that, it doesn't help that she was like living on the campus where there's dorms and things like that in high school. So it looks like more college, but all along she wasn't. And now they try to make me think, okay, all the hints that you should have seen to know that this, like that should, you should, like obviously I didn't know, right? I didn't know that she was. I thought she was an adult in college, and that's that. They could make me think, but if you went back to all the young all the pictures of her, you should have known that, like the things that they try to make me think all along, you should have known, and they try to it's so sad. They try to make me be feel all kind of things, and it's this so nasty. And what they're doing now is like they make me think of like the older picture of her and give me stimulations, like older than when I follow her, and try to give me stimulation. See, was stimulating us so desperate to try to create some stimulations. They try to they try to find ways to make me subscribe to it. And now right now they're stimulating me with on her picture when she was young. I mean, younger than when I was following her. To try to make it seem like what I'm experiencing today makes sense. That's even it's so illogical. It's so nonsensical. It's so manipulative to try to create this thing. I followed somebody who I thought was a college student. I thought she was an adult. I was wrong because the way she presented herself, the way she looked like an adult. They know that. Now they're trying to do all kind of noise campaign. Hopefully you can capture the. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear that, but there was a siren, right? This is how this thing goes. This is not a siren that's just randomly happening. They're trying to get you to subscribe to it, because now they're trying to make me think of her when she was younger, younger than even when I was following her, and give me stimulations. It's so sad. They are trying their best to create this false narrative. This is what they're adding. They're putting stimulation. I mean, I was looking at her older pictures. Obviously, like, when you follow somebody, you look at people first, old, like, and they try to add stimulation to those to try to create a reality that is falsified, and then try to make me nervous. They are so tr- manipulative and nonsensical at the same time. It is ridiculous. And you hear people opening the door and they are. And it's just stupid because obviously you're forcing me to be stimulated. And they try to make me imagine of her when she's even younger, making noise campaign and give me stimulations. Do you understand how illogical it is? When it's obvious that I followed her thinking she was an adult. Then if I went back and oh she looked younger there, I was not, oh my gosh, I wish she was that young. Like everything is just so and nonsensical. So here's the reality. They know you're not. They know you're being manipulated to the point where now they're trying to implant knowledge that you didn't have into the moment of when you followed some like this person who was not an adult when I followed her, but looked like an adult. They try to give me this information that I have now in regard of who she is at the time to say that you all along knew. Now, to add to it, they're making me think of, as you follow her, you go into all the pictures of hers. You go through all her stories or whatever, and they're like, but when you look in and they give me a picture of her when she's definitely looked much younger, and they give me stimulations just to try to make me subscribe to it, give me feeling and sensation that are not real. Just try to add to like, oh, we see like there as if like, okay, also not only I knew, but you actually liked her, like you actually were stimulated by her when she was even younger, not then. It's so illogical, and they're playing with my brain and try to and these people have been trying to create these things that is so illogical to be like, oh, you see, this is you. Because right now what's happening is this stimulation they make me have is what they're doing to kids right now. That's obviously them. And there was sirens, there's people whistling when they make you think like that to try to box in this retardation. And to them, they want you to be like, oh, you see, that's proof. It is the most illogical, nonsensical thing. So, to all my target individual, these people are are so illogical because they know that they're not they are trying to get you to accept these things, and they're like, oh, they're gonna rape you. You see, that's proof. That's proof. It's so ridiculously retarded. I'm sorry for the language. And yes, the torture to them is validation. Oh, I'm sorry, you're gonna get tortured. You see, that's proof. Obviously, even somebody talking like that, it's just it is illogical. That one, they try to make me think I know something I didn't know at the time. Two, then going to the older pictures and try to make me feel stimulation instead of just looking, okay, that's when she was younger. And now they're like, and they like to stop, and these people have an ability to, not an ability, they have this thing where they say things in such a, oh, she's young. Oh, wow, she's, yes, these people are this on this side of retardation. Sorry, I'm not even going to say I'm sorry to use that word. Um, they're really on that, like they truly are trying to get you to be this illogical and really think that it makes sense. How she's young. These people are truly working for pedophiles. They do this pedophile type of torture where you get stimulations of all sorts when you look at kids or anybody who's young that looks like a kid. They could be an adult, a young adult. But if they look like kids, I get the stimulation because that's what they do. They have no shame, and because they have nothing real, now they're like trying to find. Okay, wait. Oh, you see, in 2014, you followed her, and then that's not enough. Oh, you knew that she was not even an adult. Here, remember the unroll, Oh no! Remember when you were going back to like older pictures of hers? Yeah, when she's even younger, and then they add the stimulations. These manipulations are nonsensical, and then they give you the sensation, stimulation, try to make you feel nervous about it. It's just such a manipulative way and nonsensicalness. But I gotta continuously put these videos out because to all my target individual, this is how they're gonna try to make you believe. Oh, we just proved it so much. Listen to this. They have nothing real. They have nothing real. They have in their mind, like people that obviously these people are not here to prove. If you look at them, it's like, oh, we proved. It's like obviously you're not the type to prove things. You're the kind of the people who manipulate things, who changes things, who frame things, and to whom I don't know because at the end of the day, everybody knows these things. Like your circle, everybody around you are aware that this thing is purely manipulated. They are so desperate, and right now they're putting stimulation on the younger, even younger version of when I follow her. Because there's one when she looks definitely now you start seeing okay now in this picture she start looking like kids. And like on there, that's when they're gonna start stimulating me. It's basically saying that what they're trying to make you believe is you were actually stimulated when she was younger, and when she was not, I was not stimulated. Do you understand? These people are delusional. They create these things, they put together this nonsensicalness, and then want you to subscribe to this. Tell my target individual understand these people are as manipulative as possible. This technology can do so much, and in their way, like this is so much of a experimentations that they just and they have no shame. They have no shame. This is why I'm making these videos is because these people want me to look at them in a like a way I should be scared of. No, no, you guys are trash pedophiles that are here looking for ways to make me be a pedophile and try to make me subscribe to your pedophilia things. That now, not only you're creating these narrations, then you add memory stimulation to memories to create this. And they're like, and then they use their tone of voice. Oh, we're scared. It's like, why would you be scared? You comfortably watching me doing these things to me, making me this irrational logic. I'm sorry, they do these nasty things. This irrational logic that is just beyond stupidity. And they really want to sound like, oh no, you pay for it. There is, we're lying, huh? I will never let them live their fantasy. You gotta be strong to know who you are, because these people are gonna make you be as idiotic as possible, and they're gonna stimulate you. They're gonna do these things. They're gonna change your memories. Now they're putting stimulation on this person when she was even younger than when I found her, just to be like, oh. And they're like, oh, you're gonna castrate it. It's like, okay, but you still manipulated. You're the one stimulating me this way, so you can do the matching. They have no shame, and they think that torture is their validation. Please continue to hope this. It's not true. I'll never subscribe to that. You are non-logical. You are forcing me to have stimulation I didn't have. Now you first started trying to create a false narrative, pretending like I knew. Then you make me have stimulation when she was younger, just to say like, you see, there you should start look, and then you give me stimulation. No, they have no shame, and they give me stimulations. It's crazy. It's and they're creating these things that are falsified, and it's annoying because you want your memory to be yours again. Can you imagine making me be stimulated on her even younger pictures, but not even the picture where I follow her, the reason why I follow her, as if like I want her to be that young, not the age that she was when I was following her. They are delusional, disgusting, manipulative, and very pedophilia centric. That's why they are here trying to create a story into something else. To say, oh no, they are. We proved it. Yeah. We're not manipulating anything. No. No. You're making me feel stimulation on her picture, even when she was even younger. To create this, because in those pictures, she looks now more of like a kid. And now they're trying to make me feel something. It's delusional to create these things. It's just so sad. And now they making me think of those pictures of which this is what they do now. So to all my target individuals, whatever's gonna happen, stay strong. They're gonna torture you. They're gonna do horrible things to you. But one thing, do not let them live their fantasy. L- Make them understand that you have more dignity than they ever have. They call themselves gods. These losers. They tell me how they're gonna watch me die and everything else. I'm like, please do. Let me take as much of your time as I can while you do these things. Let me remind you that you guys are filled with pedophiles, trying to make me subscribe to your pedophilia type of things, and try to torture me into accepting it. I will never subscribe to your pedophilia type of your manipulatives. I will never subscribe to your damn near retarded narrations. I will never, I will never let you live your fantasy. You have to make yourself damn near on the spectrum to accept this nonsensical. So stupid. I'm sorry. And isolation doesn't help. But seeing these people trying to get you to accept this nonsensicalness is just ridiculous. And they want you to indulge in these dialogues. That's why I have these videos. My dialogues are no longer going to happen like that. I'm going to be okay. Here's what's happening. Here's my testimony. This is what they try to make me think. This is how they want me to think. And they're like, no, we have proved. It's so ridiculous. And with time, it becomes, I feel like with these people, it's like they don't even care anymore how it sounds like. It's like they don't even care to even make it look like it's logical. They completely let themselves be like, let's just whatever we can do, we proved it because there's no proving needed. They're just trying to make you, like have this back and forth in your head. No, there's no proof. It's obviously stupidity. And they're like, no, because they're gonna rape you. You should, now we proved it. Oh, it makes sense now. These people will tell you they're gonna frame you. It's nonsensical. And of course, they put in stimulation in these memories because it's so ridiculous. It's crazy that they're putting stimulation in that, but in the older version, like the even younger version of her, but not when I follow her. To create this, it is nonsensicalness. It is pure manipulations. So to all my target individual, they will try to manipulate you into accepting everything. They like accepting this nonsensicalness. You know who you are. Whatever memory they're playing with, whatever additions and narration that they will do everything possible to look like they're not just manipulating you and making you have this experience, this disturbing stimulations that they force you to have. They're trash, and they're gonna trust you. But do not think that you're trash because you're being trash. They're the trash. They're the pedophiles. They're the low lives. Their sole job is to make you subscribe to it. I hear this next door neighbor trash yell something about me raping her child. You understand this? How nasty these people are. They are the bottom feeders. They are trash. Do not subscribe to anything. Right now, they're making me try to be like into stimulate her, be stimulated by their older pictures. It's incredible. But they've done this before. But the level of stupidity is you're doing this to the older pictures, but not the one I follow her. You see how illogical it is? It's like, oh my gosh, no, that picture when she was like with the 2 3 years old, older pictures. Oh yes, that not this one. Ugh. They are they truly are so delusional, and they keep repeating, oh they are yes, okay. Continue the repetitions. I know what you guys do. I know that you guys are trying to manipulate me to accepting this. It's nonsensicalness. You're delusional to think I ever subscribe to it. Never. I'll never subscribe to it. I followed this person thinking she was an adult in college, finding out she wasn't. Now you're trying to make me stimulate it on older pictures of her, not the picture when I follow her around the same time. Just older, like a year, 2 year older, to try to get me to accept these things. It's so nasty, but this is what they do. They are so disgusting. In my head, they're trying to do the math. Yes, the older pictures. When I followed her, I thought she was an adult. I was like, oh, okay, this is like college. I see you on the parking lot in campus somewhere. They're trying to get you to accept to this, but I'll never. I followed somebody who I thought was an adult, but a young adult, when I myself was somewhat of a younger individual. I was 27, just turned 27 or so, thinking this is like a college student. So they're gonna try to get you to see that now they are. This proof, yes, of course. There's proof that you guys don't do these manipulations. There's proof that you guys do not stimulate people toward kids, teenagers, and all that. No, no, no. There's no proof that you guys do all these things to people. You guys do not manipulate memories at all. That's impossible. You guys are not creating false narrations. To all my target individuals, stay strong. These people, sole job, sole goal is to make sure that you accept this nonsensicalness. That's why whatever they try to make me think that they have something, I'm like, here, this is what they're talking about. And their noise campaign, honking, sirens of all sorts, because we know this is a global thing. There's governments involved, there's law enforcement involved, so they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and should never be subscribing to it. They are human trash, pure trash. However, things are going to end with me. I'm glad that I died with this level of dignity. I know it's gonna be sufferance, but I'm so thankful that I didn't have to live the life that they live. It's such a humiliating life. So to all my target individuals, stay strong and know that justice will be done for what they've doing to us, what they've done to us, and what they'll be doing to others. So stay strong.